move the fish over to the oil absorbing paper. Right, it's still going to taste and looks really good.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today I'm actually very excited because this morning I went to the local wet market and I found some kuning kia. We call it kuning kia. See the yellow stripes? This is one kind of, I don't know, is it under the mackerel or what? Anyhow, it is small and usually people will just deep fry until everything crispy. You can eat so crispy until you can even eat the fish head, everything, and sometimes even the bone. Usually they will put this into mash this with some of the nasi lemak, or sometimes like us we will actually deep fry separately. Then we will make a simple chili dip. I'll show you how to make the chili dip later also. Of course, the first thing is to wash it. I actually get the seller to help me to remove the innards. Yeah. Then the next thing is you try to pat dry the fish a bit more so that it doesn't splatter as much. Use a kitchen towel on that. And you want to marinate with a little bit of fine salt. Right, after that we can now prepare the wok or hot oil. If you want your fish to be super crispy, use a stainless steel or steel wok. But if you're really not good at using stainless steel wok, then never mind, just use a non-stick. And I'm actually using the local palm cooking oil. Because it has a very high smoking point. So we are going to raise the heat until it is actually, when you start to see smoke coming up. To be more precise, we want to see raise the heat until the smoke starts coming out from the oil, not from the wok, yeah? It is a bit different. You may start to see a bit of smoke coming out from the wok, but you want to see the smoke coming out from the oil itself. Therefore, this is what we normally call smoking point, easily minimum 180 to 200 degrees Celsius and above. Just to share with you some extra knowledge on how to choose the right oil, suitable oil for deep frying. For deep frying purposes, because we're using very high heat and therefore the oil that we choose must be able to withstand very high temperature as well. Things like oil palm, this is palm cooking oil. Yeah, palm cooking oil is one of the best. Actually a lot of oil outside is not really that suitable. Peanut oil is okay, no problem. Canola oil not suitable, yeah, and olive oil for sure not suitable, and definitely butter also not suitable. So you need to know how to you choose the cooking oil that actually has a higher smoking point. I'm not sure if you can also see what I'm seeing here. I started to see oil get our smokes coming up from the oil itself. If you're not sure, you can always put in use a thermometer, yeah, a kitchen thermometer. If you're scared of high heat, use a long spatula to help. And if you don't like the oil splattering, one way you can do is you can either coat the fish with a thin layer of cornstarch or flour, or you can coat it with some egg yolk. These two will help. Then it will not splatter. Next thing, after you put in the fish, try not to touch it for the first minute before you flip it over. So why is it every time when some people fry fish, their fish actually stick at the bottom of the wok? One main reason is the oil temperature is not high enough. Yeah? When your oil temperature is not high enough, the moment you put in the fish surface doesn't get cooked at the right time. So therefore, it will actually start to stick. So that itself, the oil temperature is very important before you put it in. And the second thing is, you must give it a bit of time for the outer layer of the fish to get cooked before you flip it, so that the skin will actually stays better. Meaning you don't flip it too early. Give it a bit of time after you put inside the fish. This is after about 1 minute plus. Let me see. Wow. One of it here at the side is a little bit thick because it doesn't have much oil at the side just now. I'll give it another 30 seconds before I flip them over. Okay, let me try to flip them over carefully. Ayya! This first one already spoiled. Too early. It hasn't stayed in shape yet. Appa is too greedy tonight because I put in too many. I should have deep fried this into 2 batches. Alright, this is after about 2 minutes plus. Yes, I was too impatient. I put in too much. When you put in too much, we reduce the heat of the oil too much also. So the oil becoming not hot enough. My fault. Do learn from my mistake, yeah? Don't put in too much at the same time. Actually, I haven't been able to buy a kuning kia for the past a couple of years. I mean, to get the one that I really feel is very fresh, it's not easy, seriously. I used to be only managed to get a very fresh kuning kia from my friend who went and do fishing. It doesn't turn out to be nice because I put too much. My fault, but let's all learn from our mistakes, yeah? Next time when I do this, I will do it better. Let's give this side. So each side we will deep fry for probably about 2 minutes lah. Of course, if you have enough oil, when everything is nicely submerged under the oil, then you don't even have to flip sometimes. Yeah. All right. Nice. Look at how beautiful it is. Oh no, not as beautiful as I wanted. But still, it's going to taste really good. Yeah, I'm just going to flip it over for one last time, and it is basically done. You want this to be as crispy as possible, so yeah. See? Appa too greedy, put too much together. I see. I prefer it to make it a little bit more crispy, yeah? This is the first one where I actually almost spoiled it. Turn it too fast. Whoops. Some of this splattering is because of certain innards inside the fish, which is not fully cleared. Okay, it's basically done. So get ready an oil absorbing paper at the side, and we shall move the fish over to the oil absorbing paper. Right, it's still going to taste and looks really good. So while the fish is resting on the oil absorbing paper or kitchen towel, and let's quickly make a chili dip. So I have a few pieces of chili padi and 1 calamansi here. Let's wash it. Right, next thing is use a scissor. Actually, if you use a scissor to cut chili padi, you won't get the heat, yeah? You won't feel the heat. If you use a knife, usually you will feel the heat. Next thing, I'm going to cut the calamansi, squeeze it, and I'm also going to add in some peels, yeah, calamansi peels, the skin a little bit. This is not done yet. We shall give it some light soy sauce, and I will mix it with a little bit of premium Vietnamese fish sauce. This is optional. All right, our dipping sauce for the ikan, fried ikan is ready. All right, so here's our very simple deep fried kuning kia. Yeah, if you like it with chili dip. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Apa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow up on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Apa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.